I'm Kat Iniba, and welcome to Halo Halo, your top entertainment and lifestyle show for Asian Pacific Americans. Joining us today is filmmaker Benson Lee, who is the first Korean American that was part of Sundance Film Festival's dramatic competition. And his most recent film, Seoul Searching, which stars Justin Chon and Jessica Van, also premiered at Sundance earlier this year. It's making its LA premiere this Wednesday. Here to tell us more, director, writer, and producer Benson Lee. Welcome, Benson.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Congratulations. I saw Seoul Searching. It's very energetic, it's refreshing, and it brought me back to the 80s, which I loved.
We love to take you back to the 80s, for sure.
Right. I know you're a fan of the 80s, right? 80s movies.
I'm very much an 80s child because I was raised in that generation.
Right.
So, and I've always wanted to do an 80s film.
Yeah.
It's not easy because, you know, you got to get all the bright colored clothes. And like,
it's fun.
And, yeah, we were able to do that for this movie. And
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
But it's a little more than just taking us back to the 80s because I love that it's about Asians and Asian Americans. Tell me a little bit more about the plot of Seoul Searching.
Yeah, so Seoul Searching is a unique film because it's an 80s film with an all-Asian American cast plus Asians from other parts of the world. Because it's based on a personal experience of mine when my parents sent me to Korea in 1986 to attend a special heritage camp where I was supposed to learn about my heritage. But you know, when you have like 200 kids going through puberty, heritage wasn't exactly the first thing on our minds. But we had a great time, and what was really amazing about that summer was you know, we got to meet people who looked like us, but they were from other parts of the world. And because we weren't, you know, this was the 80s, we were really sheltered. We didn't have smartphones. We didn't know what was going on in the world. So to get to meet these kids who were also Korean, but bicultural, like us from America, it was a really eye-opening experience. And so I wanted to make a movie about that because that was by far the best summer of my life as a teen, and a lot of us from that summer. So I wanted to make a movie about the best summer of your life when you're in high school, and how you kind of come of age, come out of your shell. And we get to explore issues also like, you know, being bicultural, having two different cultures that you have to deal with, and some of the issues that plagued a lot of people who go through that or grow up in that type of experience. But all with an 80s soundtrack.
Yeah, I was going to say, how important was the music to the film as also with the story?
It's everything. I mean, I'm one of those directors who really is very inspired by music. And music plays an actual role in the movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because, you know, it's like you can hear a piece of music and it'll just take you back to that moment, you know? And that's what I really wanted to capture in this film, were those moments. And when we showed the movie at different festivals, people felt it. And so we were very successful. But of course, music is actually one of the most expensive parts of making movies. Because the licensing is not cheap. But it's worth it for me. And yeah, so it's a lot of fun.
Now, you mentioned that it's based on your story. Was there a specific character that was you, or was it just, you know, a kind of a combination?
Yeah. Well, you mentioned Justin Chon is in the film, and he plays the character of Sid.
That was you?
Yeah, it's inspired by me. He's a lot angrier than I was, though, back in the day.
The story about how you felt about your father, was that pretty close?
Yeah, well, it wasn't just me. You know, a lot of us had issues with our father. And Korean, you know, especially my generation, where we were actually born in the States or North America, and our parents immigrated. And this was the 80s, a time when actually things were a lot more politically incorrect. And, you know, we were struggling a lot more in terms of assimilating, at least my parents were. But meanwhile, their kids were like totally American.
Exactly. You know? It's kind of hard to find that middle ground, you know?
So, you know, I think that caused a lot of frustration for our parents, especially the fathers, you know, because they were under a lot of pressure to, you know, survive and succeed and take care of their family. And, you know, for them, it's being in a foreign country. And I've experienced living in foreign countries, and it's not easy. So, you know, as a result, there's a lot of intergenerational issues between parents and children.
I was able to relate to that, but also the other, you know, love and relationships and friendship. You know, I think that's what makes this film so unique. You have colorful cast, colorful characters. Let's talk a little bit about the cast.
Sure.
Did you really run into, you know, an adoptee, Korean from Mexico?
Yeah. So, you know, it's loosely inspired by that summer. It's not exact, you know, totally based on it. But I had I was in the international room, so I had a roommate from Germany.
Okay.
I had a roommate from France. I had a roommate from the Philippines.
Right.
And actually, Sergio's character is inspired by the Filipino guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mentioned that it's premiering in Los Angeles for the very first time.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more. Where, when?
Right. Sure. We're premiering. We're making our LA debut at the Los Angeles Film Festival, which just kicked off on Wednesday, and we are considered what's called a gala premiere. So that means we're only doing one screening, and it's really to celebrate the launch of our film.
Right.
That starts at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are still available, actually.
Okay, good.
Our entire cast will be there.
Yes.
Plus lots of Asian American celebrities.
Right.
But it's a little ironic because we're actually self-distributing our film this summer.
Okay.
And we're also launching an Indiegogo campaign on the same day we're having our premiere.
Okay, tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, well, you know, we premiered at Sundance in January, and we got amazing reviews.
Right.
And the audience reaction was just astounding.
Yeah.
We had standing ovations every night.
Wow.
And those audiences were not Asian. So we were like, wow, this is great. But then when it came to distribution, we got certain offers that focused more on VOD. Like a very limited theatrical to promote VOD. And you know, as a filmmaker, for me, it's really important that the movie come out in the theater because A, it's a different experience when you go to the movies.
It is.
It has a much bigger impact on you than when you watch it on a laptop.
Right.
But B, it's really important for exposure and publicity because, you know, when you go into the theater, a lot of people don't know this, but you know, you get movie reviews, and you get profiled. You just get a lot more exposure, and then you can qualify for awards.
Right.
And all of this you can't get or receive if you go straight to VOD.
VOD. Okay.
So for us, and then on top of that, more importantly, you know, this is an important year for diversity.
It is.
And you know, in the past 25 years, there's only been 2 Asian films in the theater that was widely distributed. The first one was The Joy Luck Club in 1993.
Wow.
And the second one was Justin Lin's movie, Better Luck Tomorrow, in 2003. Wow. So to say that we have a lack of presence in the cinema is an understatement.
It's an understatement.
And I'd like to be the 3rd film
yes.
in a quarter century to get out there.
Now, what's the website that we can go on?
That would be soulsearchingmovie.com on Tumblr right now.
Okay.
But on Wednesday, we will have soulsearchingmovie.com. We're launching our website on Wednesday, too.
So but, you know, Wednesday's a big day for you.
It is. It's like we're doing everything for that one day.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But yeah, so we're launching our campaign on Indiegogo on Wednesday. Okay. And we really feel it's important. You know, in light of all these issues these days with like, you know, casting non-Asians.
I was just about to say that.
I'm really proud to say that we have real Asians in our film, okay? So.
And they are very talented.
Oh, thank you.
You guys definitely have to check it out. It is airing on Wednesday. For more information, make sure to check out the website on your screen. Thank you again, Benson. Time for a quick break, but we have more entertainment news all when we return.